con gusto a poco. Aquí tienes Californication de sobra. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Californication, el nuevo impacto de Red Hot Chili Peppers. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Incluye los éxitos Scar Tissue y Around the World. Pídelo en tu tienda favorita en compactos y cassettes. Warner Music. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Californication.
Something in the air was longing for us to get together. I think everybody, meaning Chad, Anthony, and Flea, had forgotten about the concept of playing with John and didn't really look at that as a possible reality. John had long since disappeared from our lives, both as a friend and as a musician, and I think the extent of our relationship with him was just kind of hoping and praying for the best for him, that he would be healthy and happy somehow, some way, as far away as he may have been from us. So it was really kind of a gift from outer space, a gift from God, a coercion of the universe, if you will, for example, that we should come back together. I mean, it's almost like, you know, someone coming back from the dead and rejoining the family. That's as close of a feeling as I can describe. It's like if during your life, you know, your brother or your sister died and went to heaven, and then one day they just walked back into your life, and you had a chance to spend it with them again. That was kind of how it felt with John coming back. And there's also, you know, perhaps only one ultimate chemistry that exists for this band, and that does include John as a member of it. So it was really just, you know, the forces of nature pushing us back to our best possible state of being, which is with John. I mean, after Hillel died, it was really only one perfect chemistry for this band, and it was with John. So, you know, that's not to discredit the talents and the beauty of Dave Navarro, because he's a special person with a special gift for music, but not necessarily the perfect member for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because chemistry is a very delicate issue.
I'm so happy about it. You know, I'm so proud of the record. I had gotten to a point in my life where I mean, I hadn't played guitar in a long time, you know, but I realized that, you know, that the main thing that the main place that I had fully exercised the spirit that is John Frusciante in my life had been when I was in this band, you know, and the music that I made, you know, from just thinking about music all the time, you know, and I developed a guitar style playing with Flea, and I developed a songwriting style that I used at home on my 4-track recordings, and it was all a really good period for me, you know. And so at around the time I joined the band, I mean around the time, a couple months before I joined the band, starting to be friends with Flea again and to be sort of at the same place in life, sort of like, you know, what turned out to be right before we started writing this record, is like, it was a good feeling. I feel so lucky that we're all still here and that we all share the same, you know, the same basic beliefs as to why music's important to us and what we're trying to do with our music and what we're trying to do with our lives and how we're trying to inject beauty into the atmosphere. And we pulled it off. I'm proud of us. You know. I'm real proud to be in this band. I'm real proud to be playing the music that we wrote around the world for everybody.
Around the world. Let's talk about some funk. Shit, I forgot about that one. You hear the guitar? Yeah, the force that influenced Blood Sugar is the same force that influenced Californication, and that was just supreme togetherness of our band. It's like in this world there's a lot of great music, and there's some really exciting stuff going on right now with 9 Inch Nails and some other bands that do exciting things. But what we have that not too many other bands have going for us is this thing where 4 guys come together and we have such a strong bond with each other that something beautiful happens because of that bond. And during the recording of Blood Sugar, we had that bond. And then unfortunately it disappeared when we went on the road to tour for that album. But the amazing thing is that it came back for Californication, and that's why both of those records have a special quality that's similar. It was like the friendship and the tightness of the band during the making of. It wasn't really maybe the ghost that you're looking for that was in this house that we were recording in. Yeah, that was all part of the ambiance and the atmosphere of the house that we lived in, but that's not what you hear on the record. What you hear on the record is the tightness of our friendship during that time. was not our intention to repeat ourselves. In fact, we tried desperately not to repeat ourselves by searching for a new producer. I mean, as far as the way we play together, you know, that is just something that is kind of improvisational and happens because it has to happen. It was not a preconceived plan to get together and play like we used to play. Every time there's a spontaneous jam, it's something new. But and there had been a lot of musical growth and a change of ideas amongst us as individuals. When we came back to play together, there was a freshness to it. But we thought that, you know, maybe we needed a different producer this time, somebody who could give all of the time and attention to the songs we were writing, because the longer we worked together after John came back, the more in love with the songs we became. And we wanted someone who had the same level of enthusiasm for what we were doing. And Rick, although he's very enthusiastic about music, is very busy, and he juggles a lot of different projects at the same time. And we didn't want that. We wanted someone who was very focused on only the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because this was a special time for us. And we searched high and we searched low. You know, we called people like Flood, we called people like David Bowie, you know, we called people like Brendan O'Brien, and for some reason it just never worked out. It just wasn't meant to be. And in the end, we came full circle back to Rick, who was very understanding the whole time. He's like, I understand if you want to work with someone new, that's okay. Call me if you need me. And eventually we needed him, and so we called him, and there he was. And it turned out to be completely different than we anticipated, because he also fell in love with music, and the more he worked on it, the more single-minded he became about it, and in the end was incredibly important and valuable to the making of this. But to me, this is a complete progression from Blood Sugar, because, you know, it would be things with vocals that we've never done on any other record, with harmonies and a lot of different background vocal parts that we've never done before. And it's just not repeating itself, I guess, in my opinion.
Chile, los inhabitantes tienen corazones muy sensitivos y tranquilos porque es muy bonita en las montañas y son muy sensitivos y es posible con un corazón sensitivo recibir esta música porque esta música es directo del Dios. How's that?
Beautiful mountains, beautiful girls, and very expensive long-distance phone calls back home. Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like fun to do. I mean, I guess you're talking about Woodstock, right? I mean, I've done it a bunch of times, but just because it seemed like fun and it seemed like it'd be a good look. I mean, if I went to see a band and the guy was naked, I would laugh, And then also, for me, I guess it does something, keeps me on my toes. If we are open enough with our spirits to let the infinite universe come through us and out through our music, then we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we're doing something that's good for the world, and we're doing something to make the universe a better place. So that's all I think that to think about that and to consider that for us is a great enough feat without having to understand what it is.
Okay.
My friends are so depressed. I feed a question of your loneliness. Confide, 'cause I'll be on your side. You know I'm a little bee. I love.
We've all done various amounts of drugs in our lives, so everything that we've done in our lives is a part of what we are as people, and what we are as people is what our music is. So yes, is the answer. But not any more than it's one little part of the whole life.
Yeah, if our music wouldn't be as well-rounded as it is if it was all, if we were on drugs all the time, because when a person, when you've taken drugs sparingly, they have an interesting subtle effect on the music that you play for the rest of your life. You do acid one time and it could totally change your whole perception of music forever. Or you smoke pot and you listen to a certain record and all of a sudden you never hear that record. The way you hear that record has changed forever. But you can get into a rut with drugs. Where they make everything too much the same, and there's very little spontaneity, and you're going very much exactly the way fate is demanding that you go, and there's no freedom there, and that's where you get in trouble. And with our music, it's music that celebrates freedom, and so in our lives we don't let anything like that pin us down, so like I say, they were used, but in a subtle way. Yeah, absolutely everything. For me, that's punk. For me, I would have never become a musician if it wasn't for punk, and to my ears, when I listen to music, punk rock is the genre, for me, of all music, you know. For me, I think of everything I hear in relationship to punk rock. It's like, punk rock to me is the perfect form of music, you know. And we don't go for that, for the technical aspects of playing power chords very much and having the fast drum beats and stuff, because it's been done a lot, and we can take the spirit of what we feel from the feelings of punk rock and put that into different kinds of rhythms and different kinds of combinations of ways of using the guitar and the bass separately together, you know. And there's a way of getting the punk rock feeling across without doing the things that are like punk rock, you know.
Yeah, it's like, as an aesthetic, what is considered punk rock these days, I don't want to get into naming bands, but what people call punk rock to me has nothing to do with punk rock at all. So the spirit of punk rock, which I think is one of the most beautiful things, and which completely changed my life as an artist, as a musician, and how I feel about music. When I first discovered punk rock, I would sit there in my headphones and listen to this band called The Germs, and it completely changed my life. It changed the way that I understood music as an entity. And what passes for punk rock now, and the bands that are called punk rock, to me have nothing to do with punk rock at all. You know, at the time when the bands that are true punk rock bands were playing punk rock, it was something that was spitting in the face of everything. It was like slicing through the sky. It was like it was cutting through everything that was established and considered rock music, and it was doing it in a beautiful and naked and raw and vulnerable and feminine way. And now, you know, these bands that call themselves punk rock, it's got nothing to do with punk rock. It was conforming in order to sell records and to appeal to kids who wear baggy pants on MTV.
We have, 2 weeks in South America, which is pretty easy to do. Get to go home and be with their friends and family for a few weeks. Then we have a European tour, which is a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult, but we have our own plane, which makes it a lot easier. And then in January, when it becomes your summer, we get to go to Japan, New Zealand, Australia, which is always an easier tour because these countries, you can't play 20 or 30 shows in each country. They're small countries, so you only play a few shows, but you get a lot of time off. Australia's a beautiful place to be in the summertime. So the way it's planned out, it's all, so that we don't burn out, so that we don't get tired, so that we don't get bored, so, we get to play, but not to the point where it's no fun any longer. That's our mission, is to, do it so we can stay healthy and have fun while we're playing all the shows.
Paso por Chile. Un sonido irrepetible. Una historia que hacen de Red Hot Chili Peppers, una de las bandas más importantes de las últimas 2 décadas. Vía X presenta una entrevista exclusiva con el cuarteto estadounidense Anthony Kiedis, Dio, John Frusciante y Chad Smith. Relatan a Vía X los pormenores de su exitosa carrera en un programa especial que no te puedes perder. Este domingo 14 de noviembre a las 14 horas solo por Vía X, todas las tendencias.
Hello, I'm Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and this is John over here. He's from the Red Hot Chili Peppers too. And we'd like to say that we love you. And that you're listening to Vía X y muchas gracias.
Vía X y NetExpress.